Hello everyone and happy holidays. This is Justin from Justin Ray on Instagram and also YouTube. I'm so excited for today's video. I'm going to be sharing a few inexpensive Christmas/winter DIYs all from the Dollar Tree. I think they came out so cute, and the good thing is that anyone can do them. They're so simple. And with that being said, I really hope you enjoy the video and let's get started. So for this first project, what we want to do is take one of these wall hangings from the Dollar Tree. I love these because I love the look of the frames. So for this one, it had a white frame on it, and what I wanted to do was show you how easy it is to actually pop the back out of these and just use the frame. So for this project, I bought the white one, but I also had a brown one on hand, and I'm going to be using that. So now once we have the frame free, what we're gonna do is take these cobblestone corners bottle brush trees, and I think these are so cute. You get 2 of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and we're gonna add those into the frame. And to make sure that these sit flush with the frame, we're just gonna pop off the bottoms of them. And I also took a pair of scissors and I just cut off that little metal part at the bottom. Now that we have the bottoms removed, what we're gonna do is just use a little bit of hot glue and kind of make like a bead at the bottom, and we're gonna add that right onto the wood frame. So once we have them both attached to the frame, what we're gonna do is grab some ribbon, and I bought this at the Dollar Tree. It's just the regular red ribbon with this texture on it that they carry all the time, and we're just gonna attach that onto the frame using some hot glue. And I left about 6 to 8 inches on the top so that I had something to tie together to be able to hang it off of the wall. And to attach the ribbon to the frame, I just ran hot glue along the bottom of it and pressed the ribbon onto it. Now you may be wondering why I didn't glue the ribbon down to the sides, and it's because I didn't want to really mess up the frame in case I decided later on that I wanted to take the ribbon off, because I think this could be really cute if you just sat it on a shelf with some other decor, but that's the reason why I didn't glue the ribbon down on the sides. And at the top, I just did a double knot, and that's it. I didn't make a bow because I wanted it to be very simple looking, but I love the way this came out. I think it looks so cute and it's so easy. I also wanted to share that today I'm taking part in Heidi Sonbol's Friend Friday Hop, and we're doing a giveaway. Linked down below in my description box is a link to the next channel in the hop. Each channel will be linked to the next person in the hop, which will take you around a full crafter circle. So make sure you leave a comment along the way to be entered into the giveaway. We're giving away a $75 Target gift card, a $150 Amazon one, and a $150 Walmart one. So make sure you check everyone else out and leave a comment. So for this next project, what you're gonna need is one of these trees from the Dollar Tree. And so originally I was going to fluff this out and kind of make it look more full, but I kept seeing all these minimal trees online and I thought, hey, I could definitely make that. So what I did is I just took a pair of scissors and I started cutting away at the branches, and you wanna cut away all of the excess needles, I guess you would say. Now this is what your tree should look like after all of that. It looks really bare, and I didn't really like how you could see all the strings, so I thought, hey, why not take a little electrical tape, and what I'm gonna do is wrap it around the base to kind of cover everything and make it look more uniform. Now once we have it completely wrapped, I thought it would be fun to kind of create like a texture over top of that. So I just took some paint from the Dollar Tree and I used the brown and a little bit of the black and then mixed that with baking soda. And I wanted to create a textured paint, and I'm just gonna apply that all over top of the electrical tape. And if the paint isn't thick enough, just add a little more baking soda. You want a pretty thick consistency because the paint is going to help hide all the lines in the tape and really camouflage them. And now what we're gonna do is just go through with our paintbrush and apply a nice thick coat over top of all of the tape. And I found that one coat of paint was plenty to cover all of the tape. Now once it's dry, it should look something just like this. Now to add a little more dimension, I took some of these pine cones that I found at the Dollar Tree. You don't have to do this, but I think it just gives it that extra little special touch. Now once I started to fold all of my branches down, I wanted to create a little bit more of a tip at the top of the tree, and I just inserted one of the branches that actually fell off while I was cutting them. Now what you want to do is just move your branches around and kind of place them where you like them at. And what we're going to do is, I thought the ends were a little long and I wanted more of a narrow tree. So at the bottoms, I just kind of went and snipped a little bit of the end off to make them a little bit shorter. You could definitely leave your tree like this. I think it looks really cute and kind of fits with like that rustic farmhouse vibe, but I wanted to add a little snow. So I just grabbed this snow spray at the Dollar Tree and I gave it an all over coat. So I thought this looked pretty cute, but I wanted to give it a little bit more oomph. So I decided to take some of this spray glue from the Dollar Tree and give it an all over coat. And then I was like, how can I make it thick, almost like a flocked tree? So I took some of my baking soda and I just sprinkled it over top of where I sprayed the glue. So this looks a little messy on camera, I'm not gonna lie, but it ends up looking so cute. So I just kept building it up by spraying more glue and putting baking soda on top of it. And this, surprisingly, I was kind of curious to see if it would come off or not, but honestly, it doesn't shed any more than my flock tree does. And I think that this just looks so cute the way it's coming out. And I also wanted to show you how I created a base for my tree. I took one of these jars from the Dollar Tree and a little bit of this Rustoleum copper spray paint and just gave it an all over coat. Now once the jar is dry, what we're gonna do is take a little bit of this styrofoam. I found this also at the Dollar Tree, and we're just gonna cut it to fit on the inside. Stick that in, and then we're gonna add the tree into that. And I just added a few stones that I had lying around to cover the top of the styrofoam. And that's it, our trees are done. I ended up making 2 of these and I think they look so cute beside each other. And honestly, for only a couple dollars, I think they give you that high-end look. I just absolutely love the way these came out. Now for our final project. I picked up one of these triangles at the Dollar Tree, and I'm not sure if they're seasonal or not, and I've seen them a few times, but I really liked the frame of them, and I kind of got this idea from something that I saw at Big Lots. But what you want to do is just pop the back out of this like we did for the first frame. If all the backing doesn't come off, what you can do is take a flathead screwdriver and kind of scrape it off, because I wanted this to be able to sit on a shelf and be visible from both sides. So I just went ahead and scraped it all off, and then once I scraped the majority of it off, I took my little sanding block, also from the Dollar Tree, and just kind of got rid of the rest of the residue. So now once the frame is completely cleaned off, what we want to do is make 2 marks on either side, marking out where we're going to drill, because we're going to run a little bit of twine through it. Now you don't have to be as exact as I am here and use a ruler. I just wanted to make sure that they were evenly spaced out. And if you'd like to do this yourself, I did 3 inches down from the top and then 2.5 down from that. I figured that was probably the best spacing. Now using my drill that I got from Heart Tools, I love their products. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them online. I think they're fantastic, but what I did is I chose a drill bit that was just as wide as the twine that I was going to be using and drilled 4 holes. So now once we have our holes drilled, what we're going to do is take some of these bells and a little bit of this twine. These are both from the Dollar Tree, and you're just going to start stringing it through. But this twine falls apart a little bit, so I decided to wrap the end in tape and almost kind of give it a little bit of a thicker end, more like a needle point, to be able to put through the holes and the bells. I added quite a few bells to mine. Now you can add as many as you like, as little as you like, but I wanted mine to look really full, and I love the way this is coming out. And on the ends, all you want to do is go ahead and knot them and cut off the excess. And you want to do the same thing to the other side. That's 1 strand complete. So for the top one, I actually bought 2 different sizes of bells. I bought these smaller ones, and I used those for the top one, but you definitely don't have to do that. You can just use the same size as the bottom ones, but I wanted to create a little bit more contrast, so I used them. I had them on hand, but if you don't worry about it. To finish it off, I just snipped off the ends, and that's it. I think this is so cute, and what I love about it is that it only cost a couple dollars, and honestly, you could paint the bells to match whatever different type of decor. They could be black, they could be white. I just think it looks so cute, and it looks perfect sitting on my shelf. It's such an easy DIY. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out the next video in the Friend Friday Hop. The link is in my description box. And if you recreate any of these projects, make sure to tag me on Instagram. I love seeing them. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Justin Ray. Ray is spelled with a W-R-A-Y. Thank you for watching.